Welcome to this introduction on applying to the ICAS Foundation. I'm Amy Drysdale, Head of Volunteering and Programmes, and in this video, we're going to tell you a bit more about what we're looking for and give you some tips for submitting a great application. I'm joined by two members of our student assessment panel, both ICAS Foundation graduates, who are going to talk about what they look for in a student application. Amy Vincent graduated from the University of Edinburgh and is now working at JP Morgan while studying to become a chartered financial analyst. Chloe Hastie graduated from Edinburgh Napier University and she is now working at Forvis Mazars while training to become a chartered accountant. Both Amy and Chloe have been part of the assessment process before, so I'd like to kick off by asking you both. In 2024, you were both part of the student assessment panel reviewing applications. What would you say were the types or styles of application which stood out to you the most? Amy, can we start with you, please?
Yeah, thanks, Amy. And just to start with, I was absolutely blown away by the quality of the applications in 2024. It was my first time being on the panel, and I think it's going to get more competitive every year. So it's definitely important to try and make your application stand out as much as possible. For me, the applications that stood out the most were the ones who had done their research on what the challenges are of university and the benefits of the ICAS Foundation and how those benefits will help you overcome the challenges. So give some real life examples of what challenges you think you'll face at university and how the three pillars of the support from the ICAS Foundation can help you overcome them. Secondly, the slogan for the ICAS Foundation is nurturing future leaders in accountancy. So try and demonstrate in your application where you have taken on a leadership role or demonstrated leadership qualities, maybe through extracurricular activities at school, sitting on student councils, sports clubs, etc., and where you went above and beyond in those situations. The next thing is giving all of the relevant information. So we can only assess the information that you give us. So make sure to take the time and include all of the details you think are relevant to the application you're submitting.
Thanks, Amy. Similarly, it was my first time assessing on the panel in 2024, and some of the applications we got in were really, really great. For me personally, I found the ones that were very detailed were very good to mark. If we can read through an application and get a feel for your personal circumstances, and just if you're given detailed responses to every single piece of the application, that really does help us. I know that in today's world, AI tools like ChatGPT are really good for all different things, but for things like the ICAS Foundation application, we really need to get a feel for who you are as a person and how we can help you personally. So yeah, just giving us everything you absolutely can.
Great, thank you both of you. I think we really got the sense there that we want to find out about you as the applicant as a person as well from all of those comments there. So thank you very much. You were both supported by the ICAS Foundation while you two were studying at university. So what qualities are you looking for someone to demonstrate in their application that you think from your experience is really important for a student who's joining our programme? Amy?
Yeah, thanks, Amy. So it's been a little while since I graduated, as Amy mentioned, but I think one of my highlights of university was having a mentor. And I think in an application, it's really important to demonstrate that you understand what that mentoring relationship is, what the dynamic is, and how you're going to leverage it. And the reason I'm saying that is you get as much out of a mentoring relationship as you put in. So really showing that you're willing and committed to nurturing that relationship, having regular touch points and catch ups with your mentor, you'll really benefit from that level of support if you're willing to put that in. So demonstrating that on your application is really important. I think, again, Chloe touched on this a little bit, but really putting time and care and effort into your application, showing that, you've checked your grammar, you've checked your spelling, your application answers the questions that we're asking, just to make sure you show that you're committed to the support that we're providing and that you're applying for. And then finally, again, demonstrating yourself as a person and where you've stood out and gone above and beyond in situations. So, as I said, extracurricular activities are so important because they show where you've stepped up, taken initiative and done something slightly different.
I think as well as this as well, you as a person, we really need motivated people with strong communication skills. As Amy said, you really have to nurture that mentoring relationship and just being proactive in that, don't wait for your mentor to reach out. Have the initiative to, reach out to them and ask any questions you might have, and just being committed to the best that you can be. We need people who are academically driven and also thinking about what's next after university. The foundation can help you throughout university, but let us know. Do you want to do CA training like me? Do you want to do something similar to Amy? What's on the horizon for you, and how can the foundation help you to achieve that?
Yeah, I think those are great points from both of you. Thank you very much. And your tips about thinking about your personal statement, thinking about how you answer those questions. I just want to highlight that if you're a student coming from a background such as care experience, or you're offering parental support to a young person, for instance, then there is guidance on the UCAS website as well to help with writing personal statements and to help with answering questions that really highlight your individual experience as well. So we do encourage applications from students from a wide variety of backgrounds and very diverse backgrounds too. So thinking about my final question then, if somebody is sitting down today to write their application and they're watching this video right before they actually submit their application, what would be your top tip for success for that person? Amy.
So hopefully this nicely ties together everything we've said, but do your research before you start writing. So start by researching. As Amy said at the start, have a look at the support that the foundation provides on the website. There's loads of information there, and there's lots of testimonials in places like LinkedIn, etc., where people like myself and Chloe have talked about the foundation. So read through that and make sure you understand exactly what you're applying for before you apply. It's really important. And then the second thing, once you've done that, is make sure you're answering the questions that are being asked of you and linking that all in with the research that you've done, because you'll get some really good, strong answers if you do both of those things.
Just to double down on what Amy said, do your research. There's 3 main streams of support the foundation can provide. That's financial aid, mentorship, and more recently, internship opportunities. So letting us know exactly how each of those streams of support can help you is really helpful in us assessing your application. And as well, just before you send in your application, take time to think about it, write it, and also check it before you send it in, because it really is helpful.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, both of you. And those are some fantastic tips that, having seen a lot of applications over the last few years, I would definitely say do your research, think about those questions, and double check your answers before you send them in. So thank you. I'd like to say a big thank you to Amy and Chloe for sharing their tips today and their suggestions for how you can make sure that you're submitting a great application to the ICAS Foundation. And thank you to you as well for watching this video before you hit submit on your application. If you've got any questions, please feel free to get in touch with us ahead of the application closing date for this year. And we look forward to receiving your application soon. Thank you.